She stands with her phone already pressed to her ear, walking toward the restaurant's entrance. Her voice drifts back to me, soft, intimate, clearly intended for someone else. I catch the waiter's eye, and he glides over, ever attentive. Could you pack these meals to go and bring the check? Hi, I'm Maria. I spritz another cloud of Chanel No. 5 into the air, then twirl through it, letting the fine mist settle over my meticulously curled hair. The mirror reflects a woman ready for romance, smoky eyes, glossy lips, and a black dress that clings to every curve. Perfect for a third date. My fingertips skim the silky fabric, smoothing out invisible wrinkles. 3 dates, the magic milestone where casual often transforms into something deeper. My phone buzzes. It's not John. My ex's familiar name flashes on the screen. I hesitate, my fingers hovering over the dismiss button. A quick peek won't hurt. Missing you. Dinner alone tonight? The message sends a shiver down my spine. My thumb lingers over the keyboard, muscle memory urging me to reply. No, not tonight. I toss the phone into my clutch. Through my apartment window, headlights sweep across the curtains. Right on time. I grab my jacket and glide down the stairs, my heels clicking in a staccato rhythm against the marble. The autumn air bites at my bare legs. John stands by his car, arms crossed, exuding confidence in his navy blazer. The streetlight catches the silver at his temples, distinguished, successful, stable. Everything my ex wasn't. Hi, stranger, I say, stretching up to plant a light peck on his cheek. His cologne envelopes me, sandalwood mixed with something spicy. His warm hand rests on the small of my back. You're stunning, he says, his eyes crinkling at the corners as he smiles. With a flourish, he opens the passenger door. The leather seat embraces me, still warm from the heater. The city lights blur past my window, storefronts glowing neon against the dark sky. My clutch vibrates against my lap. The screen glows faintly through the fabric. Remember our first date at Mario's? My stomach flips. Mario's, where we're sitting now. The hostess leads us to a cozy corner booth, her heels sinking into plush burgundy carpet. Crystal chandeliers cast golden light across crisp white tablecloths. I slide into the booth, smoothing my dress and slipping my phone beneath my napkin. Wine? John asks, scanning the menu. His fingers drum lightly on its leather cover. Sure. Red? I smile across the table while secretly typing under the napkin. Can't talk. On a date. The waiter materializes, a ghost in starched white. John orders a bottle of Malbec with ease, his voice wrapping around the foreign words like silk. The sommelier nods approvingly. The seafood pasta looks amazing, John says, leaning forward. The candlelight accentuates the laugh lines near his mouth. Though I'm tempted by the veal. My phone vibrates again. Send me a pic of your date. I angle my phone subtly, capturing John's profile as he reads the menu. A perfect shot, chiseled jaw, refined gray streaks, classic blazer. My conscience whispers for me to stop, but I press send. The appetizers arrive, golden calamari and bruschetta, beautifully plated on white porcelain. Steam rises, fragrant with garlic and lemon. John lifts his glass of wine, the deep red liquid catching the light. To third dates, he toasts. My phone buzzes again. I peek under my napkin, my fork pausing midair. Playing with silver foxes now. He hasn't made you laugh once. Heat rises to my cheeks. My fingers move faster than my better judgment. At least he can afford the good wine. The message whooshes away, taking my stomach with it. Across the table, John lowers his fork. His smile no longer reaches his eyes. The candle flickers between us, shadows dancing across his face. In the window's reflection, I see a woman trying to play both sides, and failing miserably. The woman's phone remains buried in her handbag. Work emergency? I ask, keeping my tone casual. Something like that, Maria replies, her cheeks glowing pink in the candlelight. A flash reflects off the table. Did she just take a picture? My jaw clenches as I turn my attention to slicing the calamari into neat, precise rings. Each cut is deliberate, controlled. The main dishes arrive, seafood pasta for her, veal scallopini for me. Steam wafts from the plates, rich with promise. Maria's phone rings, cutting through the quiet hum of the restaurant. Her expression shifts, surprise, hesitation, and something else I can't quite decipher. She stares at the screen as though it might bite. Her eyes flicker up to meet mine before returning to her phone. It's my ex. He wants to talk about reconciliation. The word lingers in the air like a cloud of smoke. Your ex. Reconciliation. I repeat, my fork halting halfway to my mouth. He's been texting all evening. My question comes out flat, more an observation than a query. She nods, the phone still vibrating in her hand. Take it, I say, my voice unnervingly calm. Sort things out with him. Really? A glimmer of hope lights up her face, not hope for salvaging our evening, but hope for permission to answer. I motion to the waiter, who approaches with his usual grace. Could you pack these meals to go and bring the check? Maria rises, her phone already pressed to her ear as she strides toward the restaurant's entrance. Her voice drifts back to me, soft and intimate, directed at someone else. The waiter returns with 2 polished takeout containers and the leather-bound check. Without glancing at the total, I sigh and hand over my card. Around me, couples lean in close, sharing quiet laughter and dessert. A woman giggles at her partner's joke. I stack the containers neatly. At least the veal will make for a decent lunch tomorrow. Through the front window, I see Maria pacing outside, her hand gesturing animatedly as she talks. The sequins on her black dress shimmer under the streetlight. I exit through the bar entrance, the crisp night air biting at my face. My car waits in the lot behind the restaurant. No need to cross paths with her on the way out. Some decisions, it seems, make themselves. As I press end call and approach our table, the sight of it makes my stomach drop. Empty. John's wine glass sits half full, a silent reproach beside my untouched one. The table has already been cleared, no trace of the dinner we never shared. Miss? The waiter's voice is hesitant. Your date settled the bill. He left. The words crack in my throat. The background noise fades, replaced by the pounding of blood in my ears. Through the bar entrance. I ask. The waiter nods, his professional mask intact, though I catch a flicker of pity in his eyes. My hands tremble as I dial John's number. Straight to voicemail. His warm, familiar voice instructs me to leave a message. I hang up and try again. Still voicemail. Stumbling slightly on the carpet's edge, I return to the table. At the next table, a woman leans toward her companion, whispering as her eyes slide over me. Please, I murmur into my phone on the 3rd attempt. Let me explain. But there's nothing to explain. What could I possibly say? Sorry for playing childish games. Sorry for turning our evening into a spectacle. The screen blurs as tears well up. 3 dates. 3 perfect evenings with a man who opened doors, remembered my coffee order, and looked at me like I mattered. And I threw it all away, for what? To make my ex jealous? A sob escapes, raw and uncontrollable. I press my lips together, but it's too late. Heads turn. Phones emerge, recording the spectacle of a woman in a designer dress with mascara streaked across her cheeks. Ma'am. The maitre d's voice is both commanding and gentle. Allow me to escort you to the lounge. A cab will be waiting. I rise, my legs shaky, my designer heels foreign and unsteady beneath me. The room blurs into a kaleidoscope of curious faces and glowing screens. The maitre d' guides me out through the bar, the same path John had taken not long before. The night air stings as I step outside. A cab idles at the curb, summoned by the ever-efficient staff. Sliding into the leather seat, I catch my dress on the door. "Where to, miss?" the driver asks. "Home," I reply. "Home, where I'll spend the night staring at my phone, willing it to ring. Where I'll type out 100 unsent messages. Where I'll confront the truth about myself, the games I play, and the good things I destroy. 32nd and Park," I add. As the cab pulls away, I delete the dating app where John and I had matched. No more games. No more using exes as pawns. No more sabotaging good men to prove bad ones wrong. My phone buzzes, a new message from my ex. I silence the notification without reading it. Through the cab window, city lights streak past, each one a reminder of the chances I've let slip away.